You saw right through every last bit of me. I should've known it from your energy. We've got this synergy. Your soul's close like it remembers me. And still to me, 90 degrees in California. You put chills in me. Said it's something about my city, something about my...
Give and share to people who may or may not be in the need of it. But honestly, let's just go ahead and get into the video, y'all. So what I wanted to start with was authenticity, because we have a lot of people who are in identity crisis really bad out here. And I just want to help y'all out and understand, because I'm all about self-love. And I think the first question today will be what in general is like, what is self-love to me? Like, what is self-love? Honestly, y'all, I don't think self-love has anything to do with what you buy, what you already have, and what you desire. I think self-love is simply driven from a mental state. It's simply driven from the fact that the internal part of you is needing the most healing that it could ever need, you know. And I think majority of the time people think that like bathing in the sun or getting your nails and hair done and all the little cutesy things or haircut and all those things is self-love. But in all reality, it's just about it's about keeping up your mental state, staying on top of the things that are needed for you to, have the momentum of loving yourself day in and day out, regardless of what you have, what you eat, what you desire. That stuff is just plus-ons. Like, that's just add-ons to what you already, things too about yourself. But more importantly, it's about the fact that it's simply about the fact that you just have to really dive deep into shadow work. And I'm gonna keep saying, I've been saying this numerous times, because that is where you get your true healing and self-love from. Like, it's not about the people surrounding you, it's not about your friendships, it's not about your life and styles, your circumstances. It's none of that. It's truly understanding how deep in depths, truly understanding the deeper parts of who you are, and the things that can really take you further than where you are already at now. And in general, just the glow, like the glow on you, the glow on the things you already accomplished, and the things that you can still accomplish. All of those things is just very much what self-love is to me. And so I have some things that I would say help me. It's like asking for other people's opinions. Like, don't ask, just do it. Make those mistakes, make those hiccups, make those the moments where you feel like you kind of question yourself too much. Make that a moment of just like, just letting it be, like just letting things flow. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in what a person may think, or how that person may try to approach a situation or what you got going on, and then try to incorporate that into how you feel as well. It's like, no, don't mix those feelings. Take your feeling and only your feeling, and do it as is. Because at the end of the day, the thing about learning you is learning that if I fall, I can pick myself right back up. I don't need another person to come in and tell me, oh, this is what you needed to do. This is the way it's good to network amongst other people, but it's also good to know that sometimes those people can, I wouldn't say land you astray, but those people can too sometimes not know what's best for you, if only you knew yourself as much as they may think that they know you, so just don't ask, just simply do. Like, even if it's something that's out of your comfort zone, just take account into doing it. Like, F it, period. Next thing is sitting with self. Like, we have to sit with self to really hear ourselves. We have to sit with self. Lay out that firm foundation. Lay out the things that you feel like you battle with. Lay out the things that you overcame. Lay out the things that you feel like you can or still are struggling with, but you know that I just need an extra step towards, completely mastering that. I feel like if we just sit with self, the majority of the times the answers are there. The answers are there, So that's first, like, just going back to the first thing, like, when you ask yourself something, are you sitting with self? Are you taking the time to just be like, hold on, talking to yourself, taking back, thinking back, reflecting back, but not being too overbearing with your reflecting too, because sometimes your reflection can lead you into the past. It's like, no, stay firm, stay in present moments. Like, don't get sidetracked of your feeling that was once then, because they may not be the same feeling. It may have a side effect at the two, but it may not be the same feeling, yeah, I just feel like you need to sit with self, because I sit with self a lot, and I am heavy on it. I just be feeling like, and I be getting irritated too, because it's just like, why do I feel like I need to not be around people? It's like something wrong with me or something. It's like, no, sometimes I just genuinely need the space to just be taken aback by me. Like, if we just sit with self, we'll understand that part of who we are is pushing us into something that we are gaining from the world, basically, honestly. And then also, just committing to the journey, committing to who you are, committing to the things that you love doing, committing to the things that you want to see yourself as. Like, how do you want to represent yourself, and are you doing it? Like, and not also being driven by the little girl that you once were in the past to now. It's like, what is the things that I can do to represent myself in the ways that I want people to, see me as in the long run, or not even just see you as, because some people will have that opinion regardless, or just look at you and automatically assume, or perceive you as whatever they want to perceive you as, period. But more so just, written in paper or written in the stars, like, this is who I am, and this is what I stand for, and I say who I am, and no one can tell me different, and it will show. That's what I'm represented as, and there's nothing you can do about it. Point blank, period. Because I'm committed to who I am. I'm committed to the journey, and I'm committed to the things that's going to put forth my talents and my gifts well enough for me to know, yeah, hello, I'm stepping into who I am. But and then more importantly, it's just about motivating yourself, like little things, like for instance, I've been on my fitness journey, and it's like days I'd be like, what the heck? Like, so if I miss a day, I'm like, what? I know people have that feeling, like, if missing a day really irks you, or really makes you want to go harder the next few days, because it's like, why did I miss that day? It's like, you take a day off, you realize, like, you're back to square one. And I think the motivation comes with you just doing something differently, and then being like, okay, hold on, that feeling, it's a feeling, it really is a feeling. So it's just about motivating yourself, that feeling of like, dang, like, or beating yourself up, or like, what the heck, so it's like those feelings that you have about yourself are motivation. It should never lead you to not do the things that you are wanting to do, or the things that you already been doing. Sometimes we have to understand that it's not about your support system. It's not about that. Like, it's not about it's literally not about anything of what others may have going on with. And I'm gonna keep speaking on fitness. Like, say a person, the way they work out, and you want the same type of body shape, or toneness, or whatever the things, it's like, no, like, do what works for your body, because everybody's body is differently, everybody's metabolism is different, everybody's way of thinking is different. And even more importantly, it's just like, at the end of the day, that's them, it's just you. It's all about you. It's all about your self-love at the end of the day. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not about your support system. It's more so about having that motivation when no one is around. When no one is around, what you doing? You still gonna stick to the routine, or no, Katie ain't come with me today, so I'ma just slack off, or I don't have such today, so I think I'ma just find a different thing to do, or it's just about motivation. It's literally about, oh, it's not being a team. You're your own team. You have the motivation. Just do it for self. Do for self. Do for the things that you are wanting. Because at the end of the day, everybody out here is living for them. No matter how much you have, no matter how much support you have surrounding you, people honestly are loving for them. Because you cannot love someone if you can't love yourself. That is it. That it's just written, you know. So majority of times, that motivation has to stem from inside of you. It just has to stem from inside of you. Also, getting out of your head. That might be a hard one though, because learning yourself is kind of hard. It's uncomfortable in a sense, because you think you battle a lot, but you do be in your head, and I can still say that that's something that I deal with too. But I think it's mainly about having being leveled. Okay, like learning the ins and outs of your brain, learning when to turn it off, turn it on. That's getting out of your head, yes. Because you could turn your brain on and it's just so like drum set, like me over here doing, like it's just constantly this one, boom, this one. But if we just turn it off and just one day just let it just be, I think that will also help with loving you, truly loving you. Another thing is praying and letting go and letting God. Literally praying and letting go and letting God. Everybody's Christianity walk is different. Some may be on a trend, some may be for an aesthetic, some may actually be believing, and some are still unknown. Some are unbelieving, some are deceived. But all in all, prayers do work. Prayers do work. Prayers do work. Prayers do work. So don't be deceived by your prayer. And all with your prayer, make sure that it's with good intentions as well, because some prayers do not get answered based off the intention of the prayer as well. You have to be steadfast and disciplined in your prayer, and knowing that if I just let go and surrender to Him, all would be like, there's nothing, that's it, So I would just say, praying and letting go. Loving yourself is literally just praying and letting go. Don't have to worry about it. Philippians 4:7, it's like, be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. For He is the one to, carry that, He always been telling us that, and sometimes we just really just don't care to hear that. We really just don't care to hear it. It's like we really gotta handle that. We really gotta handle the worries, and we really gotta handle the things that He's telling us not to worry about. And in terms of loving ourselves, it's like we'll put fear before love, and it's like, no, switch the two. Love before fear. Love before fear. But within that, it's having the intentions of grace, having the intentions of naturalness of fruits, naturalness of who you are, naturalness of letting things just be, and not being anxious about it, just letting it flow. Also, I just say start the plan. Start whatever it is that you want to start. But within doing that, making sure that you are taking accountability for what is needed to take accountability about yourself. Sit back. Like, again, there it goes. Sit with self. Like, just literally sit with self. So I would say just self-love, to answer that question, because that was like really in depth with my answer there. It's just literally everything I just gave to y'all all in one. It's just literally about you. Not what you have, not what you desire, not what you I know I forgot the last thing, but yeah. Next question. What way should a person prayer to Jesus look like? Child, I have that here. First and foremost, Jesus' prayer should look wholesome. It should look very, 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 very dear to self. And on top of that, it should also be within the most intimate moment possible. It shouldn't be surrounded by so many. And I also, for me, I would just say for me, I'm very wary of like others praying for me. I'm very wary of prayers in general, because you just don't know the true fruits of a person, honestly, until you like really get close to that person and really like learn the ins and outs of them. But I would just say, be careful be careful to hear a person's prayer that they have for you, and more importantly, make sure that that prayer is in alignment with who you. But yeah, it's just about like having a true intimate moment with him. And I think it's just crying, like crying, because I feel like he don't want us to hurt. He never wants us to hurt, honestly. And even if we are hurting, we have to just give to him, which is the weakness part, which is the weak part of it. So it's like, it's just boasting in our weakness and just crying. Like, crying is prayer. Crying is prayer. Crying is prayer. I'm gonna say that so many times. Crying is prayer. Also confessing. Like we I don't know, but I do feel like sometimes prayer can look as though it's in vain. So majority of the times you're just praying because of this, that, and it's like, no, like certain things, your prayers don't have to be in vain. Like, they just simply need to for you to just confess. For you to just confess the frustration. For you to just give off what is it that you are feeling in that moment. And in any of your moments, or while you're praying, just confess all. However long it takes. Prayer doesn't have a time limit. I genuinely feel like prayer is just prayer. You just need to just let it be. So it's crying, it's confessing to him, and that can be sin, good, bad. That can just be your frustration. That can be your questions. That can be anything that you have, or have, or it's just weighing heavy on you in general. I also say reciting his words back to him. I think sometimes prayer is just literally him trying to hear what you know and what you understand about his word, and sometimes it's literally reciting that word back to him, praying that word right back to him, praying that word literally right back to him. Give him the glory and the praise, and ensuring that he heard every part of what he given us, because his wisdom is timeless. So reserving that word back to him. And sometimes prayer can just be praising, literally just praising him, praising the day, praising everything about you. And yeah, so I would just say that's ways that a person should like pray to Jesus, because there's no other way to do that. But that what do you feel like oh wait, I don't understand that question. Hold on, y'all. I wrote down this question. Oh, in what ways? In what ways do I feel like healing works? In what ways do I understand how healing works? It's like, cause when you be writing fast, it's just like, it looked like a weird word, but I get it now. In what ways do I understand that healing works? That's so good. I can honestly say many ways. In the ways you talk, in the ways you speak, in the ways you dress, in the ways you eat, in the ways you care, in the ways you show up. Just simply showing up for you. And this is all in terms of you. Like, I think that's in the way you understand how healing works. Healing, everyone knows that healing is not just one straight, it's very linear. So it's like, you'll go through those ups and downs. You'll go through moments where you feel like you just took 30 steps back, and you know, one moment you feel like you up there, like you done took more than enough steps to feel like you just finally healed. And I always tell people, I don't think healing is a job. I don't think a healing is a way where you're one and done. Like, I feel like you have to keep going back and transforming something about you, because every day there's something there, and it may not come up in the time of need. It may not come up in the moments where you feel like you completely healed, but it will come up, because if you realize with networking, you realize talking to other people, you realize situations you may come across, all of those things, healing will expose that. Healing will expose that. Every part that you haven't healed, healing will expose that. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And it makes sense to me, but I hope it makes sense to y'all. Hold on. Healing is literally the way in which you were then and what you are now. I feel like that's how you understand how healing works. It's all a part of your mindset and improving that mindset daily, and it will show. People will feel it as well, because the thing about light is that it beams, it reflects. So if you see it, someone else truly will see that, you know? They will feel it too. So that's how I would say healing. That's how I would say how I understand healing, honestly. Did you do your braids, and how were you taught to do them? I've always had, I guess I did. First, let me answer the first question. Yes, I did do my braids. Second, I always had skills when it came to hair, but I just never really had, I just didn't know, or like felt like I needed to. Like, I always felt like I just, can go get my hair done, but I realized how much hair is important, how much, not how much hair is important, how much of your hair, how your hair is your crown, so it's like, you don't want too many people in your head, you don't want to have a lot of breakage. It's who you are, it's the roots of your mentality, your whole creation and more. So I just feel like knowing that I feel like I needed to just learn. So I would get on YouTube and I would watch tutorials. I would learn how to do different styles, and it mainly started with just natural styles like buns, ponytails, and so on. But then I started learning like how to sew in my hair. I started learning how to do braids, and I even had a human doll. I don't know if girls remember that, but like the human head doll, and then you'll clip it to a table or so, and you would practice. That I used to have that a while back in my childhood. So that's how I started being able to learn how to do my hair, and from then on, it's just like as I'm continuing to practice on myself, I'm continuing to learn that I'm getting better and better. So it's just all about understanding the deeps and depths of how hair works, and more importantly, understanding how truly important it is to take care of your hair and nurture it as you should. what would you say is considered the one thing that society struggle with today? People would say phones, liquor, drugs, all the things that people would normally say. And I genuinely think it's just us. I genuinely think it's just community, unity. We don't have that. We don't have it at whatsoever. And yes, phones is in place for that, but I also think it's like we use it. We could find other alternatives to just get outside and, you know, create that space for us to all come together and love each other. It's like a lot of family only come together when it's like deaths or celebrations, which is such so, but it's like just in general, it's about unity and liberating each other. And I feel like a lot of times we have shown how much that we aren't together and how we like to tear each other apart, all because of material wealth, you know. And it's been shown so many times, so many incidents and so many moments of times I've been living, and I know people can agree with that. But I would just say it's literally unity. We're falling short of that. And also with the phones being in place of that, with having everything that we have in front of us, it kind of takes our mind off of it in a sense. So we are abusing these apps, we are abusing social media, we think we have unity across technology in a sense, versus like back then, you know, telephone is all they had. So I think that's so funny, but I think it's just about getting outside just as well as the kids outside, you know, just all of us coming together, not over no drink, not over no drug, not over food, but simply just over fellowship and love and hearing each other out and wanting to know what's wrong and what's right. And also deception, like there's a lot of deceivers out here now. Like we have a lot of people out here who are, you know, pushing a lot of propaganda and product and a lot of agendas and motives around, so that way, like the unity, it doesn't happen. You know, that way we have people fall to a side of, you know, believing this and just sticking with it. Have people fall into the side of that. And it's all about our beliefs and really loving the fact that if we love ourselves more, we can love the world more. We can love, not the world, but we can love each other more. We can carry each other's, you know, like in Galatians 5:6, I know it was like carrying each other's burdens. Like God talks about that, like for that as a whole, as a collective, like the hospitality of everything would just, you know, flow as such. It wouldn't be so much negativity surrounding the community, and it wouldn't be so much negativity online. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be such heaviness in today's world. So I just feel like that's the main point when it comes to what's the problem. Like, it's unity, it's truly unity, and then in place of that, it's just the phones and drugs, alcohol, and so much more things that result in it, and us just abusing it, and we're not finding a common ground, you know. I feel like I don't want to speak on racism, but I just would say stop using that for everything. Like this is literally what I'm going to say. Like literally stop using that for everything that people would say, because this is definitely out. Racism is not incorporated in everything that we have going on out here. Plain with it. That's all I'm going to say on that. Because I ain't going further. That topic can be crazy. How long do I think dating should be, or talking stages? I'll probably say 3. No. 3 to 6. Yeah. 3 to 6. 3 to 6? Does that even sound... I don't know. Honestly, y'all, I don't really know. I just know that within those 3 to 6, it should be taken seriously. And if you are, after that 6 month or so in the talking stage, no, wait, talking stage should be about 3. Getting together after that, yeah, so that, because dating, eventually you'll be the, yeah, so 3 to 6, and then after that, you should be thinking in the future. Should women take men back after cheating once? No, they shouldn't. Why are you taking a man back after he cheats on you? I think we had gotten, and that's part of today, like what I was talking about in my last video when it comes to dating as well. It's like we condone a lot of things that shouldn't be condoned, that we shouldn't be condoning, in terms of, you know, men cheating on women, or men taking advantage of women, and then like women sticking around, or women hoping men tear another woman down. Like all these things, just, it's not normal. It should never been normal. And I don't know how we got into a place where we feel as though, oh, because he take care of the household, oh, because he does this, he does that, like I'm gonna stay around. No, like that's why loving yourself is so important, because at the end of the day, it's not about what you have, it's not about your possessions ever. It's simply about the respect for yourself and who you are. Like that respect goes a long way, and it don't just go in a way where you feel like it should, you know, happen. It's all about you respecting the fact that if this is what you, yeah, no, like simply let it be what it was. Your respect is so much more important. And if a person has, and if he or she look at you funny because you left based off what they did, that is okay, because at the end of the day, the respect for you is bigger than what they think or feel. Men don't love us, they love what we can provide and do. And I always been saying this, they perceive us as toys, they perceive us as an object that they can use until it runs out. And once it runs out, they can liberally go to the next person. Like, you have to understand that. And if a man that doesn't love you, he will show that in the way he cheats. He will show that in the way he acts for you. He will show that. That's why settling should never be out of tiredness. It should be only when the fruits have been shown. Simple as that. And if you don't get that, if you don't understand how important that is for yourself, you'll go back and you'll get hurt. I don't care if people change. Yes, people change, but also you need to hold that person accountable and let them know that I came into this for us, not for just me. And for you to go outside of us, it has to be end. What's my favorite season? I would have to say winter. I like winter because it's just also simple fact of like boots and stuff. I think I probably already answered that in the, did I say that? I don't know, but yeah, I like winter. Favorite day of the week. It depends, because it depends on the weather. Because if it rains, oh, that's gonna be my favorite day. That's, what the heck? That's literally gonna be my favorite day of the week. So when it rains, let's just say that. How do I feel about the music industry? I'm gonna just keep that short and simple. I think the music industry is so weird. I genuinely just think like it's so much the outside world doesn't know that, and what we think of it can possibly be on track, but I also feel like it's way deeper than we can imagine. And I think that we'll just never know. We'll just never know, like, unless you get the inside scoop, you know. But So me in the industry, me in thinking of the music industry, I just think immediately depths. Like depths. That's all I can say. The depths of the unknown. Simple. Rather good or bad. The depths of the unknown. That's how I feel about the music industry. What else we can say? Difference between abstinence and celibacy. Celibacy is literally something to where you're not having it at all into marriage. No. Yeah. Celibacy is you're not having it at all, and you dated and married. Right. You're completely celibate from it. Like, you're not having it at all. Abstinence is basically where you are waiting to marriage. So, and do I believe about, is there a thing about still being abstinent and still having foreplay? I don't know. Because I feel like a lot of us should fall short to that question. Like, it's just, that question is so funny because it's like, you could still, I don't know. Because, like, sharing a kiss, how bad could it be? I don't know. So I'll just simply be like, that's to your knowledge of how you feel regarding your journey on your abstinence and or your celibacy. So that's the difference between that. But yeah. So y'all, this is my Q&A. Very short and simple, just random questions, and also I'll also incorporate just how I feel, and I feel great. I feel very much embedded into shadow work, and I should encourage you all to do the same. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you for tuning into this video. I love you guys so much, and can't wait to see you soon in the next one.
City Oakland girl, so damn hood, but we so damn pretty. Sometimes the town just brings you down, but we feel no pity. Don't need no extra bodies, I got that connect with me. It's why you